news. Now to France next, and it's not good news for motorists who drive SUVs into Paris. Voters in the French capital have approved a plan to triple parking fees for people from outside the city driving those vehicles. The rules will affect internal combustion or hybrid vehicles weighing over 1.6 tonnes and electric vehicles weighing more than 2 tonnes. Hugh Schofield reports from Paris.
Anne Hidalgo, the Socialist Mayor of Paris, has got what she wanted. She's got this vote in favour of a big, steep increase in parking fees for people who come into town with SUVs. An SUV is a very, very vague notion, but what it means is basically heavier vehicles, and it's done on the basis of the tonnage of the vehicle. And there'll be a list of vehicles which qualify for this higher fee, and others that are less heavy which don't. It was a vote. 55% of those who turned out were for this increase, so quite a tight vote. 45% are not were against it, and on a turnout which was tiny, and that's going to be key. This is the second time this has happened. A year ago, you may remember, Anne Hidalgo, the mayor, organised a referendum very much like this on stopping e-scooters, and again, a tiny turnout. But she got what she wanted. She predicted that there would be enough people who were angry enough to turn out and vote again in favour of what she wanted, and she got it. She calculated again this time that most Parisians would be in favour of this, and they are, or they don't care. So it means that coming up soon, this big increase will be enacted, and it means that if you come into Paris with one of these heavier vehicles, you'll pay up to €225 for 6 hours parking. That's about £190. Crucially, it doesn't affect people who live in Paris themselves who have SUVs. They will have their on-street parking, and that is unaffected. So it's not Parisians themselves who will be affected, but people from outside Paris, the outskirts of Paris, the banlieue, who come in bringing their SUVs. And of course, it is all about reducing emissions, sending out a signal that cars should not be big, heavy things, but should be getting lighter, and to make the place safer, the city says, because these heavier vehicles do have a much worse track record in accidents.